Hey everyone, this is Ruff here, and we're back to some more StarCraft action. Now this time is going to be Storm, our red Protoss right here. I actually casted a game not too long ago of him, so you guys are a little familiar with him. And against bOji, which I'm going to say bOji. I hope that's right. If it's not, I apologize, but you know, you got a weird name, buddy, so you know, it's okay though. Anyway. We're going to be talking a little bit right now, but if it's going to be a PvZ, I haven't cast one of these in a long time, and in all honesty, when I play, I haven't actually played against Zerg in a long time as well. However, Zerg, I think, is really good against Protoss, just because Mutalisks always get me, because for some reason, I am not smart enough to handle it, guys. I don't know. You guys, you know, maybe I'm just really bad, which is probably quite true. Anyway, but, yeah. So, thanks for everyone to keep on watching my videos. Thanks for liking the video, subscribing. Any comments that you do feel, that you want to cast. Look, there's a little advertisement just like on, during the campaign. It's pretty cool right there. They also have a little iPad right, icon, I mean. But anyway, we do see the Evo Chamber going down first before an expansion. Well, he could do an expansion 3 with the Protoss, but he is going to be getting an expansion on that Evo Lab, if I can get it right. Spawning pool fairly early. The probe is just being a pesky probe right now, and kind of just going around. And he's going to sit down and check Facebook right there. He decided to go check Facebook right now. But yeah, he's going to be scouting around, getting the exact timing of that spawning pool, knowing that Zerglings are most likely on the way, so he needs to get something up very fast. So we will see. He does have his walls tying up right now. He does need the Zealot ASAP. He doesn't have the minerals at the moment, nor the supply, but he does need to start building that Zealot as soon as possible. So we'll see if that happens. We do have Zerglings out on the field, 4 of them to be precise. And it's not going to be for a killing blow or anything, they're mainly going to be here for map control. Kind of denying any more scouting from probes or anything like that. And just kind of take care of business. But we do see the walling and fairly completed, and I'm assuming this is not a tight walling. Right here it's tight. Right there you can see there's a little spot right there people can get through, I believe, or right there. Something like that. I think right there, actually. So, we'll see. I think right there is like the one weakness. But we do have that Zealot right there, gonna be kind of denying any type of entry. And gonna be taking care of business. But they're going to take advantage of this and it's going to be going straight for bootleg. Now this is going down quite fast. That can move right in there if he really needed to. But he decided to move out because that Zealot would just hack away. And we do have a sentry on the way, which means that we'll be able to hold this off fairly easily. So one force will hold that ramp, no problems at all. We do have that expansion going down for bOji. And his creep spread, and we could try to connect the two bases to make it a little easier for the queens to go back and forth, and reinforcements move a little bit quicker on the creep, which is always a good thing. But we do see him just droning up, and he's just going for the expansion. He's going to be playing mostly a macro game right now. He's going to be doing he's going to be taking out this all in, bring this down, just so chance. I hope he does have another pylon on. Yeah, he has a pylon right there. I was about to say, he's a supply blocking stuff pretty hardcore, but I think he's looking to expand himself very soon. And there's a 400 should be placing on expansion. And we do have a Roach Warren. Now this is going to be very interesting. If he can handle these roaches, then I see no problem. Sentries are good, they're good at holding defensive lines, but not against roaches because they just have so much armor and so much attack upfront damage that it may not be fast, but it does a lot of damage for the volley that they do. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he can hold this off. I have no idea. He does have 5 sentries, and that's only 4 fields are in these fields. So if he can get out some stalkers or anything like that, he does have hallucination on the way. Just going to allow him to get even scouting intelligence, or just fake some units and try to scare away the Zerg, saying he has Colossus when he really doesn't, or something like that. But we do see the roaches on the way now, and we do have a layer tech out of bOji. Now, the question is, what will he follow up with this layer tech? Is it going to be a Spire or something like that on the field? We will see. Could be Mutas, which I think would be a great move because he doesn't have any Stalkers in him. He just has a lot of Sentries. And Sentries are good, like I said. He has massive force fields all around. He has enough energy for plenty of force fields. Let's try and hold this for you to stop the attack for a while he gets into his own defenses. As you can see, he just had 3 fields on the way, and it's going to hold us off. At the same time, like I said, versus the roaches, so they can be helping out a lot of these defensive should hold pretty easily. I don't see the Zerg be able to break through at this very moment. He would need a lot more, but he is droning heavily, 14 drones at a time, and that's just going to be great on his part for his economy. But for our Protoss player, what we have in the back, we do have 4 gate ways, and basically that's it. Working on probes, one on the way. We need to get as close to it as soon as possible because any attack upgrades versus Zerg is just very good. We do have that Spire on the way, which means mutas, and the question is, will these Stalkers be able to get a position to hold these zones? Now the cannons right here might be able to handle protecting this line right here, but this is very unprotected and easily get taken out. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful with those Stalkers and try to get him up there to 40 defense once he knows. But until then, he does have the Spire on the way. He's probably going to be saving up quite a bit for a huge mutable, and it's going to be very good on his part. Back to this though, we're going to continue working in Stalkers, getting that +1. He does have a little bit on the way. It's kind of in a position where it can easily get focused down, but I think he thinks this is going to be a safe spot, mainly because he's probably not expecting mutas at this very moment. But hallucination, I don't even know how to say it, guys. I'm that bad. That bad, and you guys rely on me to cast. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But just because I can't talk doesn't mean I can't cast. Well, kind of doesn't mean I can't cast. But if he can spot the Spire really now, he would be in a great shape. But just because he does not know that there's a Spire, which is where it's right there, if he can spot that Spire, he'll be in great shape because he'll know exactly what's coming his way. He needs to try to scout it right now. It's so close. Did he spot it? No. He did spot the mutas though. So if he spotted those mutas, he'll know immediately that, hey, something's up. I might have some problems really soon. We do have 30 Lings on the way, so it's going to be muted Ling, which is going to be the main doesn't have that much back at home. He's a lots of units if he can, and get as many stalkers again as he did manage to save some, which is a good move on his part. But at the same time, he's a little behind, as you can see. Units lost his 500 head. He did make the Zerg player lose quite a bit as well. I didn't think the Zerg player would be losing that much, but he actually did. So this is actually a pretty close game. Overall, I would say so far the Zerg has had not all favorable engagements. Protoss has been using his force fields very wisely. Now that he's focusing on a stalker, and he does have some Zed trees. I'm contradicting myself, I'm crazy. Now that he does have some Zed trees, he'll have plenty of his force fields and the Guardian Shield that pops out. And the Guardian Shield's going to be basically denying the mutas their damage, which is awesome. It won't deny the initial damage from the Glaive Worm, but it'll basically stop it after the rebound of the effect that basically like flings around. But we will see. But what in the anyway, gotta get focused. We do have Blink on the way, and we do have some Baneliness. Hive Tech is on the way, as well as +1/+1 Numinized Carapace, which allows Overlords to move a little faster. We do have Jaleel Reconstitution, which allows roaches to move faster, and Pathogen Glands, which allow the investors to spawn with more energy, so they can get more fungals to spawn. We do have a couple Overseers on the way, which will allow him to take any cloaked units in his base or anywhere. In case we do see any observers. We do have a Templar Archives. Now if we have Zealot Archon, it'll be a very interesting combo. But he does have a lot of Immortals and a lot of Stalkers. He's mixing Zealots and Sentries. And you know, this is an interesting combo. Mainly Gateway units, as always, for Protoss. Mainly Gateway unit army all the time. You won't ever see the entire army made of Colossus or something like that. But yeah, I mean, interesting composition. We do have that fair amount. Those 4 mortals is basically the key number. That usually can give you crazy DPS for your army, and you can just do basically any roaches that are on the field just get melted away immediately. But at the same time, they're going to be able to kill those Zerglings like nothing. Since Zerglings only have 35 health, they can do almost full damage output on those Zerglings with one shot. So it's going to be pretty good. He needs to get Zealot Legs. I think that'd be a great choice. He does have Storm on the way, but I think Zealot Legs is going to be very crucial to get those Zealots in the front. Do we have +3 on the way? It's not doing weapons armor yet. He did get the ground armor, which allows him to do a little more, as units last a little bit longer. He does have a lot of Zealots on the field, which can allow him to do Zealot Archon at any time if he really wanted to. But at the same time, he does have mutas to worry about, so I don't know if Zealot Archon is the best, because it's not going to be very mobile, because the Archons are trying to fit through these little tiny gaps and aren't fast enough. But we do see another expansion. 11 Spore Crawlers. That's what I'm talking about. 11 Spine Crawlers. We have a lot on that side, and we have a lot on this side. And we have some Spore Crawlers as well up here, which is going to be that's going to hold the line pretty easily. But like I said, if you involved, we need to have this pylon all use that to put his weapons in his tech, and that'd be a great win for him. But the same time, he's lose quite a bit when it comes to that. Did he lose any of them? He lost one. I saw the head, but he did fly over all those stalkers, and that's not gonna be good for him. But once again, he's getting dangerously close to that army, and he's pushing his luck with it. But we do have a lot of spine crawlers out here. It's going to do a lot of damage to each of these units. They're 30 damage versus armored and 25 damage flat. So we'll different directions. And you see a massive wall here. Any site kills any sort of biological. But not anymore. Now he needs to retreat because he's immortal. He's immortal and he's not going to be able to expand those reservelings and he need to get out as soon as possible. The stalker can't wait for dead. He's like, I'm faster than all of you. But you do see those immortals being taken out. Now, he lost more in the engagement. The Zerg did by quite a bit, actually, by about 1,000 resources. So that's going to be good on the profile part. He needs to do this army and try to basically re-max out and kind of take care of business. We do see the supply fairly even, and Zerg is quadruple expanding. Oh, he's taking his base back. But he is triple expanding on both the high yields, the one close to his end base, and the one over here as well, which will allow him to be pretty good at his economy. As you can tell, look at his, he can basically max out on units at any time if he really wanted to. I think he should build an extra couple of overlords, just kind of finish the supply. There you go. He actually took care of it as I was speaking. But we do have that +2 on the way, as well as a lot more High Templar. Now these High Templar do have storm research, so they can put storm down at any time. Let's go ahead and put a 0-2 for the cooldown anyway. But oh, apparently we lost this expansion right here. I didn't even notice. Because all these units are now all long distance mining. Does he know this? Or is he just kind of going with it? Because he needs to place down a Nexus ASAP. He doesn't actually have enough money, which is interesting. So he's mined out his main base. He's almost mined out his natural. He needs to expand a lot more. Once he gets his expansion up, he needs to expand up here or something. He needs to have an answer. Here comes a massive power attack. A little more fighting, but all these kills now corporate. Like I said, these sort of kills. He doesn't have the money to be up. So just because he has so many, he still hasn't even powered this tech right here, which is weird. So if he loses this base right down here, he doesn't even have enough money to expand at the moment. So that's the problem. He's actually making a lot more money, so he's going all in front. He's not worrying about any sort of he does have a +2 phase, am I right? His Archons are so much better than all this. Time, but I don't even think he's aware that there's a base right here next to his, and he is long distance mining once again, but at the same time he needs to basically, these Zerglings actually could probably take out this entire base, but there's cannons here which are going to be used in the early game. They weren't very effective, but now they are being greatly effective, reducing the warp game into now. At the same time, probably should take out this stuff, but once the creep recedes off, they'll start taking damage anyway. And stop the We do have tons of banelings warping in right next to the transferring probes, and it's going to be nasty. There's just so many banelings morphing in. Where are these? All these banelings coming in from? We have additional banelings up here, and the high yield down here, which has banelings, and he also has his main base. If he can get rid of the hive tech, that'd be great for him. He does have broodlord tech, but there's no sight of that coming into play anytime soon. He could flop out some corruptors right now, but broodlord is actually pretty good right now. The only thing that he would have to worry about is the archons, mainly because there's not enough stalkers. But he could focus down these instantaneously and be good to go. Now there are baneling landmines down here that he does not know about. He's a little scared. He's kind of scouting about. But this observers can come down here and be like, what's going on? And he's gonna be heading out. If he takes out the main base, he just needs to take out this main base and this base down here, and he'll be good to go. He does have those 2 buildings that are bleeding out up here, but that's not too important. Like I said, until the creep's back on them, they will keep on bleeding out. So they'll eventually die anyway. We still have these zerglings coming, chilling up here, kind of killing every probe that they can. Units-wise, we do have 34 pros versus 15 drones, 24 lings, 24 banelings. But against that, 24 banelings, 24 lings is not going to be good enough versus these on the army composition of our Protoss player. Even though our Protoss player can't really do anything else, he can summon like 2 more zealots if he really wanted to. But at the same time, well, he's actually doing 4 High Templar, which is very good. He'll get additional archons. Yes, he is. Yeah, where's the rest of the archons? What happened? Apparently, he has banelings, which means archons take damage from the banelings, which basically mass archon right now is gonna be able to take care of because this unit composition only has zerglings left, and zerglings are making a decent amount of archons. He needs to get in there. He does he still have his spawning pool? Yes, both his spawning pool and baneling is about to die, which means all he'll have left is rage tech. He'll still have he'll have all this tech, but still. He built additional ones even though he had them originally. But we just have mass archon, and right now I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit just because, you know, I can see how this is gonna end. He's gonna come in here and just kind of clean up everything. We do have a lot of overseers, a lot of zerglings, some infestors out after, so this might go into their favor. We do have additional infestors on the way, so I mean, if he can link together the fungals over and over and over again, and actually does he have a neural parasite? He can neural parasite all day. To win, because he won't. Going against each other, and right now losing a lot of buildings. All he has left is his main base, but at the same time, so is the Protoss player. He's been mining this entire time long distance, but you know, he doesn't really have money to be able to do this kind of stuff. So what he's been doing is just archons, because I think he's really keeping his guys, and he has plenty of gas to be able to keep on doing archons. So far, I think he's neural parasiting all the army, and he's gonna kill him. And he actually is there's only a couple shields left on the side. You only remember Archon has 10 health. It's don't allow him to basically deny anything, and we do have Archons back at home, which means he has defense, but at the same time, he just needs to take out the hive. But he doesn't have an observer, so he needs to focus on the hive. Now, if all these banelings killed, I think they could probably kill both these units at the moment. Be careful with this Archon. This Archon's about to die. And the Archon is dead. This means there's only one Archon left. And that's all she wrote. And, I was about to say Zap. I wanted to say Zap, guys. But we do see that, you know, it's kind of tricky how they're playing this. Right now, all they have to do is just throw out tons of infested Terran all over the stage. Archon's coming back, and they're kind of like, if he takes out these infestors, actually there's nothing else he can do, and bOji has left the game. He does throw out a GG. So that was a weird game, but very back and forth, very good. Our Zerg player, I feel like he did do the damage he needed to over and over again, and he defended like a champ. But I think at that point where only he had was infestors, Zergling, and Baneling. He did have Roach deck, so he could pull out Roaches, and I think that been pretty good versus the Archons, just because they do that damage they need. But I mean, they did 43 damage every shot, and that's splash damage as well. So I mean, I don't know what he could have done. He probably could have got Broodlords if he really needed it. He did have the gas to do it, but he didn't have the money income. So I mean, overall, I think it was a very good game, very back and forth. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, feel free. Comment in the section below if you have any suggestions of what I should cast next, or any other games you think I should cast. I'm thinking about doing some other types of games, not only StarCraft. I will be doing some Dota soon. I don't know exactly when. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.